Oh, guys. Oh, let me fix that. There we go. Right, looks like we're not getting much time to introduce this one. Okay. I'm borrowing someone else's headphones and they're really weird. They're noise cancelling, so I can't hear myself at all. And that's because I took my headphones into work to fix them. So they've been broken forever. but turns out headphone cables have horrible enamel coating on them, which is really hard to get off and makes it impossible to solder them back together. So I'm borrowing someone else's. Just rearranging the million things I have on my second monitor. But yeah, first game will be between Barsam and Qubit's teams. Players are pretty much ready by the looks of things. And yeah, they're going to start, so I will get into that. We can do a bit more of an intro in between the games, but this is map 1, so they'll be playing Tempest and Nitro. They're actually playing them in reverse order, but that's alright. Follow Flo, he got that middle room shock rifle, which is very important on this map. And he's moving to fight Chips with a quick first blood. And drops a gun for special one. Nearly rocketed in the butt though. Fairly quiet first 30 seconds, only 2 frags. Nice early lead for Flo here. And looks like they will get this 100 armor. Flo's on a tear already. Good decision to follow him off the bat. As he might go down here, lots of pressure being applied by Chips, but Flo manages to get out alive. Flo already on a killing spree, although he is miles away from this belt, so let's switch over to that. Scandalous is there and waiting. He's just picked up the minigun, which is great in this room. Not much cover. Oh, big combo from Masculine though. Health packs are available, so it will be Scandal to pick that up, and his teammate Chips got the 100 armor, so despite the early lead, mostly off the back of Flo's frag power, it will be Blue to get the first belt and 100 armor combination, and Scandalous, he's calling this for his teammate, because he doesn't need it. But he will just go and deny it. But that's a lot of time spent, and not much value got out of this belt, so he's probably going to look to use this for this amp fight, which is coming up. Special's actually at risk of giving up boots here. As Scandalous nearly knocks Masculine up to the amp. And dry rockets from Flo, so much damage, that belt is all gone off Scandalous, and he dies. Although Chips is here to pick up the pieces. And boots, that's so nice. He's not going to mess that boot jump up, nice and careful. Let's see this amp run in motion. And one shot onto Flo. He's pushing in lots of people in front of him, but he can't hit the shots. His teammate did get the belt though. So Blue looking strong. Ooh, Flo, great little ambush onto the amp carrier. Nearly gets Chips killed here. And Chips just not hitting anything. There we go. That's a second kill in this run, but had lots of opportunities. So maybe needing a bit of time to warm up his aim today. This is the first match of the matchup, of course. Interesting switch to the link gun there, but it does actually pan out for him. And loads of armor on Blue. They've got a vice grip on this 100. 4 out of the first 5. And they're playing for this belt. It's up in 8 seconds. Blue team all moving in. Coordinated attack. As Barsam comes at the lift and sees 3 people in front of him. And that's pretty much a free belt. And a couple kills. So far, since that first run from Flo, Red Team really haven't been able to get anything going. Flo hasn't got a kill for like a minute and a half now. Ooh, good kill by Special though. Ambushes Chips. Oh, Qubit rather. And now is Chips the only player with lots of armor. And he's taking damage from Barsam's flak. And Red get the amp, but Special One is sniped. Barsam, bit of a glass cannon here. Only 78 health on this amp. And he's going to go up the lift. But this belt's not up for a while. Just going to wait it out. But Red have just made up the difference massively. They've just had a huge run. Off screen. Oh, what a combo by Scandalous. Taking out Barsam. And that's probably one in this belt. And he gets 2 boots. He can hold on to those for another minute. or make sure his teammates get them, then that's crucial for the next amp fight. But he will go down. Flow's flat. Flow dies as well. And Special picked up the 100 armor. So game's looking a little more even now. Especially with decent amount of armor on red team. Scandalous goes down in the middle room. 100 armor is the next item that's up. Oh, a Special one gets ambushed. Zuanzi goes down to a flak. But who will get the 100? It's just about to spawn. Or maybe it did spawn. Whoever took it took all of that damage instantly, though. 2 players on the amp stand ahead of time will be Flow. Oh, he jumps down, but he's got another boots charge. That's all right. And he's just heard the amp spawn, so he will go up. Using that boot charge does mean he can't really contest this belt here. Oh, and pops over that rocket and will take out Chips with the second patient sniper shot. And the 100 armor is stolen from in front of him as he kills his teammate. But makes up for it with that kill onto Cubit. Oh, fluffs the jump up, but Scandalous is now in front of him. Flow needs to be careful here. He could go down, but what a rocket. And quite a good amp run from Flow there. And he's actually pulled his team into the lead. So that early control has evaporated from red, or from blue rather. And it's now an even game with about 9 minutes left. Opportunity for more kills here as players are spawning in front of Flow. He's got guns and they don't. But Enforcer is so deadly. 2 Enforcer players are rushing him and Flow gives up a shock rifle to Scandalous. And might go down after the spawn here actually. But more Enforcer play will push Scandalous back. As Scandalous picks up the boots. His amp is up relatively soon. Oh, nice snipe from Scander. I don't know if he knows the time of this amp. Yeah, he must know it's soon. Oh, but Masculine's seen him. Scandalous drops down. And that was his last boot charge. He missed the landing. And that will be the amp up. And nobody has boots to take it. Red have the advantage with the stacks as Flow moves in to clear out the room. His teammates hammer jumping. And Special One's got that amp. Special One is a player who amp sniper. This makes him so deadly, but he's taken a ton of damage already. Might have to play this amp run a little bit more passively than he'd like. Now down to 25 health. He actually pushes down. This is really risky. But takes out Cubit in the end. And will probably kill Chips here, yep. Okay, this has turned into quite a good amp run. Lots more players for him to shoot at, but he's... Oh, run out of sniper ammo. That's horrible. And both Scandalous and Cubit got armor on blue team there. It is red with the lead again, though. About 10 points. As Special One goes down there, despite having armor. Or did I follow the wrong player there? Either way, it will be blue to pick up this 100. Not much health under it for Cubit, though, so we'll probably be looking for some health packs. And he's actually sweeping through this sniper area with a teammate, trying to clear out some sniper players. Flow's one step ahead. And now players moving in for the belt, but Red are there ahead of time. We'll go to Barsam, pretty much uncontested, but he just takes 200 damage from rockets and an air rocket from Cubit. Great shot by Cubit there. Completely denies that belt in style. So follow him. He's earned the spec. I'm actually missing an amp run here. Distracted by chat, but will be Zuanzi to pick up this amp. Stealing it from Flow. Oh, good choice with the minigun there, just didn't have the health to take out Barsam. Amped minigun is so strong. If somebody doesn't have a box or a wall to get behind, then they're pretty much guaranteed to die from it. But now Barsam unable to find anyone at the end of that amp run. moving towards the belt, which is up pretty soon, and he will know since he got that belt last time. Barsam, a player that always keeps track of the major items. He's actually going to leave it for Special One. Special One eats a direct rocket and another huge air rocket from Blue. Skander and Cubit all over the air rockets today, and that's another belt that dies to an air rocket. Whoever we switch to just hits rockets. But still a close game, only 7 points in it. And no armor to speak of on any team. So this next 100 will be quite important, especially since the amp is coming up soon. As Flo narrowly misses a headshot there and goes down to Cubit, who will win himself the 100 armor. Health packs aren't up, so he is still weak, nearly drops into that rocket. As the amp is spawning now, Red will be aware, they've just heard it. Let's follow Cubit. He got those health packs, he's going to move in to contest this amp. He knows it's up. The Special One goes down. Ooh, so many directs this game. Amp is still up. Nobody is willing to hammer jump for it. 100 armor's up. That was just taken, but I don't know by who, because they clearly lost it immediately. And the game is now a 1-point game. Amp is still up. Somebody just needs to grab the boots. Oh, a big combo from Barsam, but not enough to take down Zuanzi. It will be Cubit to pick up that amp finally. As he pancakes Special One, what? That's hilarious. Oh my god. An amped pancake and another direct from Cubit. What's he sitting on? He's actually not as high up the scoreboard as I was expected, given what we've seen him do so far, but still pulling his weight. Actually took his team into the lead with that pancake and air rocket combo. Oh, headshot by Special One though. I think Skander got the 100 armor. No, it was Special. That headshot won him the 100. And he's moving in to the belt area. Belt was just taken. And it's still a 1-point game. This is so close. That was Special One being patient, by the way. That wasn't his teammate. He was actually holding that shot. As he moves back in for the 100, nearly steals it away from his opponents, but Scandalous is there to pick it up. And the boots are actually up.
3 minutes remain.
Oh, it will be Zwanzi to steal those boots. Dies to the headshot, but this actually... Oh my god. A second headshot from Special One. Oh, now I'm torn. Do I record that replay or do I keep the pancake in? I think I'll keep the pancake. A Special One jumps up to the amp, just makes it. I feel like he didn't know it was there until he entered the room, but just had the boots ready. And the 100 armor spawns right in front of him. Opportunity for Red here to actually pull away with a bit of a lead in the last couple minutes of this game. This is what I was talking about earlier. Special One is so strong with the amp sniper, but this is such a choke point. And 3 blue players are behind that wall. 2 of them, no, all 3 go down. And Special One looking for spawners, nearly gets Skander. But that amp run has given Red a real lead. 8 points up now. With only 2 minutes left. And if Red take this with a few frags, then that's the amp run that you have to look back and say that that did it. A Special One gets another 100 armor. And I'm noticing Special One is moving really well between the items. Clearly got some good team coordination going on here. Looking like Barsam will be in position to get this belt on time. And now Special has the 100, Barsam has the belt. The 100 is coming up soon. And, or will be contested. Special One knows exactly when it's going to spawn, but actually dies to the splash of the rocket. Will be Chips to pick that up. But with 11 frags and only a minute and a half left, Blue are going to have to pull out all the stops here to win this game. This next amp will be crucial. If Blue can get a hold of that, then they're in with a shot. And Chips has just picked up the boots, so he needs to not give these boots up. Oh, goes for the air flak ball onto Special, but Special Not in the right place. A special kills Chips. Let's follow him now. Oh, he's just died. The amp is actually up.
1 minute remains.
Cubit in position. Jumps for the amp. It's make or break for Cubit here as he accidentally shoots his teammate in the back, getting him killed. Cubit desperately looking for players. He needs to get 9 kills here. There's 1. Down to 8 kills. Special's going down as well. Masculine potentially as well here. Great killing spree from Cubit as more players spawn in front of him. Flows here. Oh, Cubit cannot hit the last shot. And he goes down. That's so unfortunate. Had all the makings of a great comeback there, but will be Barsam to pick up the belt. He's hiding out this game, making sure he doesn't give up his health advantage. And follows Skander. Only player on blue with a significant stack, but it's looking like this game is all but over.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And a 5-point lead is going to be the end. Blue in this first game of the series.
Red team wins the match.
Really close game. Some very entertaining moments. An all-round pretty solid performance by both teams' rosters. Great amp run by Special. That, and like I said, you know, they won by 5 points. That run by Special was really the turning point. That's where we saw Red actually establish a lead. It had been neck and neck up until that point. But pretty even on the armor front. Slightly more belts for Red, slightly more hundreds for Blue. But that tends to even out. The same number of 25s. And roughly pretty even amp time, to be honest. So yeah, all the makings of a close game. I'm going to show you that replay. The Special one, I believe, with the boots. As he pancakes and gets the 100 armor. Was that the start of his insane amp run, or was it in a different time? I can't remember. By the way, very entertaining. I could make Twitch clips and clip it, but I just have a button to do that with a recording in OBS. And then I can just play it for you guys. Anyway, we'll be moving on to map 2, which is Nitro. Generally a bit more aim dependent. Red are ready. I have the UT soundtrack on, just not during the game sequence. See? You can hear it now. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of my face. I wouldn't put it past Epic to copyright strike it, although I did think a while ago they announced that they would never copyright strike the UT soundtrack, specifically. Anyway, game 2 is underway. I'm going to switch to Scandalous as he picked up that first sniper rifle. And there's lots of red players in front of him, though. He will drop that sniper to an opponent's minigun. Fight over the first armor is messy. Goes to Special One. He's only got an Enforcer, though, so would like to get a gun behind this. He's going for the sniper by those things. Actually happy to just blink away with the Enforcer. Oh, scuffs the jump. That's annoying. That's going to put him out of position to help for this next belt. Or first belt, rather. Instead, going to back off and hold the 100 armor room. Nice kill onto Chips. Would have been a great prediction combo, but Chips just headbutts the ball. Special picks up that 100. Belt goes to Cubit, though. Takes a ton of damage. Belt completely wiped off him. Oh, man. You hate to see it. 4 players in front of him there, and only had double enforcer. I'm going to follow special. He's got that 100 armor. He's actually choosing to stick around down low. Maybe going for... No, we'll go back to the 100. I thought he might stick around for the keg for a second there. And Chips does a ton of damage with the link gun special, unable to hit that last shot. And it's Cubit who picked up the amp. Going to sit in this really strong position up top. You are a bit vulnerable to getting backstabbed here, but it is the position with the most visibility. As he gets a multi-kill. And pretty much a wipe on the side of red. That's going to give blue access to this belt uncontested. So it looks like at the moment the blue pretty much have the whole map except that 100 armor room, which special has on lockdown. I think he's got all the 100 armor so far. Yeah. But I will switch back to Cubit. He's large and in charge at the top of the map here with a sniper and a belt. And it looks like Red are just leaving this position alone, not giving Cubit the opportunity to rack up more kills. So he's going to go looking. Here's a great headshot onto Masklin. And he wants to push in slightly to this 100 armor room, but he's left it a bit late, and that 100's been picked up. And I don't think he's taken any damage since he got the belt, which means that he probably want to give that next one to a teammate. It is synced up with the amp. Chip's already in position, but low, very low. And the keg is picked up by Masklin. Cubit actually gets that amp. So held on to the belt for over a minute to pick up the next amp. And there's another belt up. There we go. Cubit hits a shot. He really wants to give this belt to a teammate. And Cubit's on a spree now, just sitting at the top, playing it really slowly. Oh no, Masklin flacked himself there. Man, Cubit's on a tear. The belt is still up. Cubit hasn't really taken enough damage to justify going for it, but I think he will. Oh! Just barely makes that jump. We saw a lot of nitro jump misses the other day. So far, just skilled enough to make the jump are these players. So far, Cubit looking like the player with the most... Actually, Skander has more damage than him. And quite a significant damage lead. Over 1,000 for blue already. Not even 5 minutes into this game. Quite a slow-paced nitro, to be honest. Typically, it's a lot more hectic, but both these teams seem quite methodical on the map. Oh, that is a horrible fight to take with the rocket launcher. Just no surfaces to splash the rockets off. The belt's coming up. Barsam's sitting on the belt. Actually up. Yeah, we'll take it now. And Flo's got the amp, so let's follow him. Because this is an opportunity for him to make up the difference as he jumps straight into Scandalous. He just gets a free kill. And snipes the belt off of Barsam. A 50's just spawned in front of Scandalous as well. He takes out Flo. Hits a shot onto Masklin, who survives because of the 50, but not long enough. Oh, huge flak by Flo. But still, the damage is done. That was a total reversal of that amp run. Could have been great from Flo. Belt's on its way up. Will be picked up by Barsam, but he's only got a bio rifle. It is fully charged, so we could see some entertainment here. But nobody's showing themselves. There we go. We'll go for the long shot. Zoanzi jumps into him with the rocket launcher. This is probably not a fight Barsam wants to take with the bio. It's a bit of an all or nothing situation. And he has lost that belt, but doesn't lose his life. And the 100's coming up. Red in position to take that. We'll go to special one, but the amp picked up by Qubit, so let's follow him. As he's just going to sit at the top of the map with a sniper like he has all game. Might actually jump for that 50. But special one's in front of him. Special has no gun. As Qubit takes him out, and he needs to hit this shot. Will take out Barsam. As he went to jump for the belt there. It's not actually up for a few seconds. But Qubit in position here to get another kill into Flow. Will take him out. And Barsam likely will go down here as well. There we go. Picked out of the sky. You're so vulnerable in the air here. As Qubit makes his way onto another belt. How many has he had this game? He's had 3 belts. As he takes out Flow. Blue team looking very strong now. 57 to 34. Definitely a map that favors them. And looking at the armor, I'm actually quite surprised it's such a difference because Red are dominating on the 100 armor front. As Qubit takes out another player in the middle. He's making a move on this next belt. It's up in 10 seconds. All the items coming up. As Qubit runs out of ammo. Amp taken by Flow. The keg is actually up, so he could jump for it, but I think he's going to move over towards the belt, which is coming up in just a second. He's just seen 2 players jump for it as it gets taken. Opportunity to kill the belt here, though. Oh, but tons of enforcer damage there. Puts Flow down to 50 health, and he dies to a flak, unable to connect the rocket. So Amp is just handed over without any damage from Flow. That's unfortunate. And the keg went to blue as well. It was picked up by Qubit. As Zuanzi gets the freebie with the Stinger secondary. Yet another 100 goes to special though. And he's had 9 in this game, but... And, I mean, he's ahead in terms of damage for his team. Likely due to those 100 armors, but it's not enough to carry at the moment. Scandalous on the other side with nearly 4k damage. And it's looking like this game's probably going to be out of reach pretty soon unless Red can make some moves onto the major items. Belt is up. Masculine going to make that jump. Oh, teammates steal the health from him. And they really need to start making something out of these items. Oh, you love to see when the players hit the lift at the same time. Patient killed by Masculine as Flow picks up another amp. Masculine gets a second kill onto Zwanzi. And Flow, strong position, but he just doesn't really have the health to back it up. He does have teammates with armor though, so he can afford to be a little bit aggressive here as long as he has the support. And there's a bunch of players down low here. Flow gets 2 of them, possibly 3 here. But Zuanzi absolutely rinses him with the link gun. And that will be Amp. There we go. Picked up by Special One eventually, so a bit of team support as he kills Qubit. And now it's sub 20 frag lead. So this is looking a lot more doable than it was a couple minutes ago. Oh, the hammer's out. Special One spawning with no gun against a fully armored link gun player. But Red get the belt. That's in the hands of Barsam now. As he's got 2 weak players in front of him, but he eats the full goo. That's such an unfortunate thing to happen. And dies to an air rocket from behind. Will be another 100 armor for Special though. And the flak is strong enough to kill Chips here, surely. There we go. Chips goes down, but Special is traded by a teammate at Chips. So not getting a huge amount out of that 100. And the amp's up in 4 seconds. Red in position on this amp as well, so they've had so many of these amps. Oh no! Oh, Masculine hits his head on the closing door and gets sniped. And the amp's gone to Qubit. Frag lead up to 22. He's really low, but he's been so strong on the amps all game. That's rough. Chips is there to pick up the slack, and he's stacked. Gets a double kill. I think he got that belt as well. So good play by Chips. as he's got a target-rich environment here. Oh, tries to pick out Barson, but can't hit the shot. There we go. Has to wait until the amp runs out. Chips will pick up that 50 armor as Flo gets the keg. Let's follow him. Takes out Zwanzi in the belt room. Belt's not up for a while though. Flo likely looking to take this top position with his teammates. Yeah, has a sniper. It's a nice shot onto Scandalous actually. And we'll finish off with the link gun. With 3 minutes, still pretty much 20-point lead. No sign of Red making a breakthrough. Their amp runs have been relatively unsuccessful, and I think maybe that's a team coordination issue. As Flo hits a nice rock onto Chips. His amp's not up for 10 seconds though. So this fight is a bit early. Oh, such a close fight. Cubit though is the one to pick up the belt, and he's going to move in and shoot Flo with the bio. Oh! What is going on? Flo actually survives that. And both players jump away from the amp, which is now up. Well, I'm stuck in the box. There we go. Does Barsam know the amp's up? I guess not. Or maybe he's calling it for a teammate. Oh, he shoots his teammate in the back without realizing it. And Flo will probably die here. Yeah, it will die. Unlucky. And Blue are just swarming the amp. Chips one to pick that up. They've got a rocket launcher. Actually dives into a lot of players, so really risky play here. But still, 20-point lead. As Chips actually spawns closest to the amp. Red unable to reverse this amp run despite the risky play from Chips. And the second last belt is now up. Blue probably going to get this with 3 players in the belt room. Make that 4. Will be Cubit to take that. He's had a very good game. Oh! Every rocket in the server went to that exact spot. The belt's still up. I didn't even notice the Cubit missed it. Chips survives that on 1 HP and will make the belt jump. Eats the full flak, now down to 50 health. Yeah, with a minute and 20, the score is looking very much out of reach here for Red. And you have to ask yourself, how much does Scandalous doing 6.1k damage have to do with that? Probably a lot, I would imagine. Only 30 kills to show for it though, which is very unusual, because that is a huge amount of damage. Last amp of the game is now up. Pretty much the last chance for Red. Barsam's in position. He's definitely calling this for a teammate. She rockets another teammate. And I think Blue know this amp is up. And Barsam goes down. Yep, Chips here to pick up the amp. The last 30 seconds of the game will be an amp run. As his teammate dropped him the sniper there, but Chips doesn't care. He's got the minigun. And got some health as well. All his team are all around him. Oh, wow. I'm actually going to switch over to Masculine. He's got the keg and the belt as he kills Chips off the respawn. Actually, Red brought that to a 12-point game in the last couple minutes, so good play by them, but just not enough to get it over the line. And I believe that's a 1-1. I think Red won game 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. But a massive damage difference. And you pretty much have to attribute that to Scandalous. 6.4k damage is an enormous game. Most of his kills coming from Flak as well, so probably playing down low. We saw a lot of Cubit playing up high, so it figures that Scandalous was there, flacking people in the bottom. Anyway. You can take horrible screenshots of my face now, Dion. I can even pull faces if you donate. There, was that good enough? See, if you were watching on YouTube, you could pause the stream and find the worst frame. Just donate kind words instead. Okay, this is the game that we want to get into. I'm actually going to quickly look at that. So predictions for that last game. It was... Oh, now I'm going to look directly into the camera because that's where I have these stats up. Who did we just watch? Qubit versus Barsam. It's pretty split actually. 35% people voted for Qubit, 46 voted for Barsam, 14 voted draw, which I think was what we had in the end. I've already forgotten who won game one. I think it was Barsam's team. And then we have Shocks versus Deity win up. I think this is the first time we're seeing Spacer as well. 41% of people voting for Shocks, 24 for Deity, and 19 for a draw here. What did I put? I put draw. I'm hoping for a 1-1 here. I can get all that prediction streak cred. Alright, we're going to follow Deity, since he asked so kindly. Alright, players are ready. Switch to the game. Yeah, I don't think we've seen Spacey at this cup. If you are new to UT, then this is a map where you have to set up on the belt really early, which we might see during the game. In all likelihood, I'm speaking to the 15 members of the community that have played for 10 years, so you all know this map. As Blue actually get hold of 2 sniper rifles, but looks like they've given up position on the 100 armor. 100 goes to Kevlar. Zil, the only player from Blue actually contesting that by the looks of things. And Kevlar's making a move. He's going for the spawn kills. Chasing down Tukra. As Tukra takes a huge flak bomb, actually bugs the lift out, and he falls back down to his death. And here we go. Team starting to set up for the belt, but look at Blue. They're all over it. Kevlar moving in, though, and takes out Tukra with a huge combo. Nearly multi-kills UTM4 there. There we go, with an ultra kill if you include the assists. Good play by Kevlar. Blue, though, got that 100 armor, and that's in the hands of Zil. Kevlar now going to the top of the map to look for more kills. And he's in great position for this amp. It's up in 10 seconds or so. And he's got the boots, so I'm just going to stick on his POV for a bit. As he gets another kill onto UTM4. Now to a killing spree, only 90 seconds into this game, as he's sitting on the amp. And he's going to move over towards the 100 armor. This is the correct move, in my opinion. But Blue have vacated the area. Kevlar, he's got those boots, so he can afford to go in a bit more aggressive here if he wants. But I think Blue are already setting up for the belt. Deity goes down. And another chance for an amp kill here by Kevlar, but doesn't want to risk it moving into those flak balls from UTM4. There we are. But all 4 Blue players into the amp, so possibly a bit of a slip up there. Kevlar maybe could have been a bit more aggressive with his team. Leverage that advantage of the amp, try and get the belt. But it is actually Deity who gets the amp, gets the belt and gets away as well. Only took 1 sniper in the whole process. And that's keeping this game relatively even despite Kevlar's heroics. Shock's actually already up to 7 kills. Yeah, that's a pretty common sight. You walk in through the minigun area with a sniper rifle and there's the entire enemy team sitting there fighting someone else. Opportunity to take a couple pot shots there. Deity walking away with 2 kills. And now he's setting up for this amp. It's always interesting to see what teams choose to prioritize on this map. As Shox actually dives for the amp. But Deity there cleans up with the minigun. And drops with the amp sniper to get another kill. Kills Shox from the air as well. And he's just spotted Cyborg, who has the belt. And this has tied up the game. Oh, what a shot. Opportunity for more here for Deity. As Sunraiser jumps into that amp sniper, but isn't punished for it. And the 100 goes to blue. Oh, Tukra was sitting on that for a little bit too long. I think maybe he didn't hear that he picked it up. It can happen sometimes if you're calling. Or somebody else is calling at the same time. The belt's coming up. Looking like Red are totally comfortable taking that belt. Only one blue player to contest. But Shox wants a gun. Oh, prediction combo will take all that belt off of Shox. And probably going to go down here. Tons of damage from the Enforcer, but can't stand up to the shock rifle of Deity. Who's now sitting on the amp. He is low though. So decides to back away. And goes down to its spawn player. The amp's up. Goes to Kevlar this time. So this will be his second amp run of the game. But now he's so low that he dies to a couple of plasma bolts. He had team support. Sunraiser there to pick it up, but he goes down as well. And Zill now getting spawn kills. And he's going to sit down at the belt. Acknowledging that people are going to start moving in towards this belt here. So he's just content to sit here and let people come to him. But nobody's pushing him. Belt's up in 3 seconds. Red not showing anything. Obviously they called that the amp was there and just decided it was better not to contest. So good counterplay, recognizing the situation. And Zill's lost most of this belt. Hasn't done much damage. His teammate's there to help him out. But can't seem to hit the shots. The 100 armor goes to Sunraiser. And Zill's all alone. Good zoning play by Red there. Trying to be generous, Cube. Yeah, classic spacer play here. Surging up around the 100 armor. Will be Cyborg to pick that up, but he needs a gun. I think that rocket launcher was just taken as well. He's actually dropping down for the belt. Oh, he hits Tukra with that. And gets the sliding kill. God, the buy is so stupid. And Tukra was the only player from blue to contest that belt, apart from UTM4, who came to it late. And 100 armor's next item to play for. I think Red will pick that up. Yep, goes to Zill. And the belt's actually gone from Red. Zill's getting amped down by Shox as well. And this is the perfect enemy health that you want as an amp runner, but the amps just run out on Shox. Lots of low health players on blue though. Oh, Bio falls in between 3 players and doesn't hit anyone. And trade kills down low. Belt is the next item to play for. It was UTM4 to pick up that 100 armor. He's moving in with the Bio, of course, despite having a link gun. What are you doing, UT? And that is a bit of an ineffectual fight from blue there. Despite having the 100 armor going to that fight, the positioning for Red too strong. And some slightly questionable weapon choice there, in my opinion. Amp will be the next item to play for, but I have a feeling that the teams have maybe slightly mistimed this. Only Deity is in position to try and take this. Oh, Tukra's here as well. So blue in commanding position to take this amp. Deity jumps on it. We'll get it pretty much for free. Oh, I can't hit Kevlar though. Patient shots from Deity. He's actually backstabbed by Cyborg, who misses the full flak, but does a lot of damage regardless. I've just noticed how even this game is as well. 47 to 48, only 1 point in it. And nobody's presenting themselves to Deity's sniper rifle here. Actually, going to do the same thing Zil did earlier and just hold the belt. Sometimes you can feel a bit more comfortable just denying the amp from enemy teams. And the 100's up soon. 3 red players are pushing into Deity here. He's down low. Can't hold up to much more damage here as red just completely zone him off. No support for Deity, and that's going to win red team 100. Sunraiser will probably go down here though. Yeah, just didn't have the weapons. So lots of armor being dropped by both teams here. Pretty much all the players down to base health, which is going to make this next amp fight pretty interesting. It's going to come down to aim rather than positioning, I think. And it's actually Sunraiser in the best position for the amp, but he drops. I don't think he knew it was coming up. Amp's up, belt's up. Amp goes to Zil. Deity gets the belt, and the 100 goes to Sunraiser. Blue definitely walking out with the better situation. Amp and belt. And it is Deity with the team support, picking up that dropped amp from Zil. He's got boots as well, so he can go aggressive if he wants. As he hits one shot onto Shox, kills him. Cyborg is also low now. And Deity's been having quite a lot of amp runs, but I'm noticing he's quite a passive player with the amp. Doesn't want to give it up, would rather just take it slowly. And it's now a 2-point lead for Blue. So very close game. Killing spree for Deity now. He's leading the... Uh-oh. That's not good. I'm hoping this is just me. Okay, who's responsible for this? Good question. I think it's DE. We can check pings. Okay, pings tell me nothing. Yeah, everybody send your complaints to Shox. It's pretty unfortunate actually, because that was a very close game. And I guess that makes it easier to organise a rematch. We had a server crash, Oaks. Honestly, it's typical that this is the first contact that UT community's had with Fiaro in like 4 years, and the server instantly crashes. Nice one, Mikey. I'm not going to bother Shox, he's probably firefighting at the moment. I imagine we'll be up and running pretty soon. Okay. You are the last person I will make a mod, Dion. Well, it's good to know, by the way, that now that you're all in the Twitch chat, The YouTube VOD will just have me talking to myself in it. That's looking like a replay to me. Actually, speaking of replays, you can have this one from earlier. Oh no, this is from this latest game. I think this is an amp run from Deity, but it's so small on my screen that I can't see it. Yeah, falling sniper shot. Very nice. That's pretty funny. We tab back into the game and Shox is asking what we should do. Head admin, guys. To be honest, I support the decision of just restarting. It was literally 3 frags and both teams have been leading in the game. I don't think there was particularly strong control when we left as well. There you go. There's your screenshot for the day, guys. I'm just going to look so deranged on the YouTube VOD. Looks like it's a replay agreed by both teams. There you go. There's the proof. Remove buttons. There we go. So we switch to the game. Attempt 2 at game 1 of match 2 of the day, which should have been match 3, but match 1 got rescheduled.
3, 2, 1.
I think all pictures of you are weird, Cube. As Shox gets first blood with a bio. It's not often a game with UTM4 has a first blood with a bio that isn't his. Let's pull up those armors. This armor's spawning in 6. Kevlar's sitting on that. I think he got first armor last time. Interesting fact. Oh, see, Shox took the armor and he didn't have enough health to survive 1 shock beam. Should have given it to Kevlar. I was about to say that if you have 2 players sitting on the armor, it goes to whoever has the lowest ping. And there's going to be no players with armor going to this belt. There is, of course, no 50 armor on this map, so 100 is pretty much all you have, unless you're belted. And it's Shox pushing in with the shock rifle, gets 1 kill. Oh, just not in time to get the kill onto Deity. He picks up the belt. It is taken off him completely. UTM4 got the 100, but it looks like he doesn't have a gun either, and Cyborg rinses him with the sniper rifle. And he whips out the bio in response. Alright, looks like Red are the ones set up for the first amp. Kevlar's going to jump for this. Doesn't want Shox stealing his items anymore. As Deity falls down, nearly craters due to low health. And UTM4 gets another 100 armor. Kevlar now looking for some frags. He's got a bit of a health stack as well. Oh, he thinks his 100 is coming up, but UTM4 took it. This is so much amp time. I hate watching this. He's obviously realized it was taken now. He's moving in, looking for the shots, but he misses, and that's loads and loads of pressure being put on by this link gun. He's still alive, but will go down eventually, and the belt is coming up. That amp is dropped. So many players are dying. Oh, UTM4 steals the belt. Ridiculous play by him, but it works out. And he's got that trusty bio, refuses to use the link gun. Now Deity looking like the strongest player in the server with this 100 armor, pushing in, trying to take position and get the next one. But he's taking so much enforcer damage. Down to 3 HP. Actually moves in, nearly gets the kill onto Kevlar, but can't connect with the flak. And Kevlar will go down after picking up that 100. So another wipe and no armor on the teams, apart from Sunraiser, who has 18. And again, tight game, 18-17. Looking like another close one. Actually, Sunraiser moves away from the belt, which is about to spawn. He's going to sit on the 100. This can be good. Deity's there with the amp. Both major armors go to red, though, so Deity's going to want to keep this amp relatively safe. And this is generally the area that you want to keep an amp if you want to be safe. Just hold it around the low ground. Don't let anyone get the jump on you. Oh, misses the jump, though. Bit of a dent made in that armor as well. Shox loses his belt. The 100's now up. And it is Sunraiser again to pick that one up. So he's looking like the 100 armor player this game. Has had 2. Equaling the 100 armor count of UTM4. And he's set up early for the belt. Got a teammate here to help him as Zill moves in, looking for some pot shots. But there's 3 red players now. He's actually going to go on a suicide run. Can be worth it if you get the belt, as UTM4 showed us last time. Oh, what? As I say that, I switched to UTM4 and he's stolen the belt and just has the hammer out. How does he do this? Oh my god, just use the link gun, mate. Miraculously, that's worked. Is the next amp coming up, though? Kevlar, ready to jump, goes to Zill. This is going to be a messy one. Nobody's got any health. Deity drops it. Sunraiser there. Actually has some stack behind this, so we could see a run here. Oh, he's just run into 4 blue players. I didn't even see what hit him, but he just lost all his health, and that's a direct flak ball. I mean, I mentioned it last game. That's the corner you go around and see that entire enemy team sometimes. And 2 major armors go to blue. But they're 10 points behind, I've just realised. This is the biggest lead we saw between either of these teams so far. I've just picked up another 100 armor, so this is a great position for them to start making moves. And they pretty much wiped the entirety of red. So they need to be looking for spawn frags now. Don't want to let their opponents get some guns. But they're hanging around, waiting for this next 100. Still probably going to get this one. It's up in 5 seconds. Shock causes his teammate, though. Oh, the tri-rockets from Shox, though. Great play by him, knowing exactly when that 100's spawning. Actually, suicides, though. But it will be Cyborg picking up the 100. And he's already making a move on this belt. 3 blue players, though. They're committing to this belt fight. Oh, a double kill combo by Cyborg. Potential for a 3rd here, but he actually goes down. Deity, meanwhile, up the top. Gets that amp. Needs to be careful. Goes down to 1 sniper shot from Sunraiser, who has the belt as well. So, again, slightly stacked amp run here. He walks away with 2 kills. 3 kills. Did lose out on that 100 armor just by a second, but makes up for it with a couple kills. And now red looking reasonably comfortable. 8 points in the lead. And Sunraiser goes down to that bio. Oh. And blue now only 5 points behind. Pushing in on this belt early. Red players dropping from the ceiling. Shock's making a move, but he doesn't have the health. And Sunraiser goes down, so this is looking like a blue team belt will be picked up by Zill. Lots of armor on the blue side, and 2 spawning players from red. Oh, 100 armor goes to Deity as well. Blue are so stacked right now. Oh, but I look at the stacks. I look to the crosshair. I look back at the stacks, and all the armor is gone. So something clearly happened. Lots of damage done to red though. It's looking like a blue team amp. So clearly a big fight happened. Azil looking for a shot here. Hanging around. Knows this 100's coming up soon. And And Cyborg goes in for the kamikaze. Doesn't get the rocket kill though. That's another potential shot here for Zil, but he whiffs the shot. Shoots Shocks in the butt as he goes at the jump pad, and a great headshot by Zil, killing Sunraiser. And now blue team are in the lead. Another headshot from Kevlar onto UTM4 there. And that will win red team the belt. Shocks picking that one up. And he's got a gun as well. Just gonna pull up these stats here. Yeah, as I thought, blue team are well ahead on the 100 armor front. Seemingly have control of that whole area.
Double kill. Double kill.
Oh, just getting a couple kills. 100 armor goes to Sunraiser, looking for a gun. Will be a synchronized belt and amp. And Sunraiser now in a strong position. This is a really good point to hold the belt from, but he recognizes that he's got all of his teammates here, so it will be a a total trade of the belt and the amp. As blue get the belt, red get the amp, and it's now a 2-point lead. Blue now lost that small lead they had, down by 2. Still goes in with the flak, but he's bounced around by a couple rockets. Spots the amp in front of him, but opponent takes the 100. And Zil unable to connect with any of these flak shots, and actually goes down. Switch over to Shocks. Still got that amp. Only 3 seconds left on it though. And a slight lead built by red, now up by 6. And it's about the point in the last game where we crashed. And fairly similar scoreline actually. Great headshot by Shocks. Actually on a rampage. As I say that, he dies of course. Taken out by Zil. Switch over to UTM4. He's got the bio out once again. Deciding not to use the link gun. Fighting with rockets from below. Rough position to be in. But his teammates are there to clean out the opponents. Will go... will mean that that belt goes to Deity. Or Tukra, sorry. And they're holding this 100 armor. There we go. Zil's picked that up. Lots of armor on the side of blue. I'm noticing that they have very good coordination as a squad. Down by 1 point now. Still all to play for in this game. Could clearly go either way. And that amp has just spawned. Shocks seemingly the only player aware of that. He's running it back to this 100, hoping it's up. It's not up for another 10 seconds. But just denying it from his opponents there was actually a win, considering how stacked they were. He gets a double kill down low. Zil picked up that 100. Oh no, never mind. The 100's still up. Zil was just stacked from before. UTM4's surely... No. There we go. We'll notice the 100 up. As Shocks is sitting on the belt with the amp. Shocks now the only player with any armor on the server. He's making that advantage known. And they've built another lead. It seems like every time blue tie the game up, red step up again and take another lead. And now red looking pretty stacked. 100 and belt on the players. Oh, Cyborg misses that jump. And the mouse shake. I'm gonna put up the stats for you guys to take a look at. Pretty even damage across the board actually. Slight damage bonus for, or advantage for red though. Did UTM4 just bio someone? Oh, he gets another bio! Double kill bio from UTM4. It finally pays off for him. And then he pulls out the link gun and gets a kill with it. Huge play by him. Might win his team the belt here. Oh, can't get the belt. But Deity's there to pick it up. That's actually best case scenario because Deity has amp sniper and 20 seconds left on this amp, no less. He's looking for shots. They're 5 points behind. Still plenty of time to turn this around. He's just finds Cyborg off the spawn. We'll pick up more ammo for his link gun. And he's secured this 100 armor for his teammate. Sunraiser nearly picking that up. Deity just opting to deny it. The pressure put on by Sunraiser there means that Blue team lose out on that extra 100 armor, especially noteworthy because Deity took a full rocket immediately afterwards. He's on a killing spree now, though. And I'm expecting a lot of fighting down low. The 100 armor's up next, as is the belt. Players already setting up for it. I hear a hammer from UTM4. Just absolute madman. What is that? As Zill goes down. Still 5 frags behind our blue. Make that 6. As red get the belt. 100 armor was taken as well by red. As Sunraiser picked that one up. As he gets sniped in the butt. Ooh, a headshot by Deity. So blue keeping it close. Despite UTM4's suicidal plays. And the amps just come up. Goes to Deity, but he dies instantly. UTM4's there on the pickup. He dies. Goes to Shocks. He dies. I can't move the camera. There we go. Goes to Zill. Finally. Survives more than a couple seconds. Chance here for some spawn frags. People do tend to spawn down low on this map. And he takes out Kevlar. Trades for his teammate. But he's walked so far away from this amp. Needs to get... Of this belt, rather. Needs to get back down there. But he's got teammates already on it. They're now only 3 points behind with a minute left. If red lose this, they'll be gutted because they've had the lead pretty much the whole game. But it's now down to 1. Almost tied up here. Oh, Zill goes down. But it's Tuka with the belt. He's about to run out of ammo, though. Needs to be careful going around this corner. Oh, there's the ammo. The double enforcer is strong, but he's getting pressured by the link gun. Still a 2-point lead for red with 30 seconds left. Blue need to make a move here. But it can't be too risky because they don't want to bleed frags. Still a 2-point game. Will be the armor coming up. Switch over to Zill here. As he's making his move up the top. It's a 1-point game. This could be anybody's. Cyborg gets the 100. Let's follow him in the last few seconds. He's 2 frags up. Nice shot onto Zill here. Just wants 1 more to secure this game. Oh, it's looking like a red team victory. Very, very close game here. UTM4 calling it a scam. And pretty close damage lead by the end of it. It was a 2k damage lead for red at one point, and that's down to a more of a 1k lead. And generally pretty even damage across the teams. No one's standing out massively. And that generally happens on this map. It's quite a team-oriented map. You have to group up. Lone players tend to get picked off. And Sid Castle. Actually, AK, you're right. That's hilarious. Yeah, if they'd had a... If they had had that 3-point lead, then they win by 1 point. But the players had all agreed to restart. I'm going to bring my face up again so you can listen to the UT99 OST. But we haven't seen Sid Castle yet this tournament, so I'm excited. This is probably... Actually, probably my favourite map. This is the area I like to play around flak and the belt. Poking into shock a bit. And just killing people up close. Man, I can't believe all I do for this community and I just get roasted about having a bad hairline. This will be you in 7 years or whatever, Dion. When all your potential has dried up as well. Man. Oof. I'm not quite as alien-esque as Mark Zuckerberg yet. Yeah, Aiko's right. It's just the stress of dealing with you morons. Anyway, enough about me and my amazing hair.
3,
Fucking hell.
1.
Game 2. Blue team looking to tie this up. That's my prediction anyway, based on the prediction sheet. And no kills in the first 10 seconds. All the hit scan going to blue though. Good start for them. As Tukra hits a nice shot. Possibility for a first frag here. Oh, who's it going to be? As Tukra walks into the rocket by Cyborg. And now he's in a great position for the 100. UTM4 goes down. It's a 3-1 for red. A good start by them. And Cyborg finds a sniper on the ground. It's actually a reversal of what we saw in the first 30 seconds. 3 blue players crossing the rocket bridge against 1 sniper player. This time Cyborg holding the line. It's spelled up in 5. Red are there well ahead of time as Kevlar takes a full rocket and a second one from Zil. But Shox is there. This is the importance of team support. As Red still walk away with that belt. Deity, on the other hand, gets the 100 armor, so pretty even trade on the armors. Oh, huge flak from Sunraiser. And that's almost a reset. Amps up in 5 seconds. Nobody has any armor, so really will come down to positioning here. Kevlar looking strong behind the amp. Got a bit of health stack as well, so we'll pick up that amp. Only like 2 bullets on the minigun, though. There we go. There's a link gun. As Deity wanders down the wrong corridor. Kevlar. Oh, perfect timing from Kevlar. We'll pick up this 100 armor, pushing UTM4 off the position. And now he just needs to go kill. Loads and loads of blue players in front of him, but he can't hit any link. There we go. Gets the 10 damage kill onto Deity, and he's seen someone down by flak, but he can't chase in time. Tantalizing amp run there. Could have been so much, but Kevlar just out of range or just out of position. Built quite a huge health stack though. What's going on? Switch over to Sunraiser. He's just picked up that 100 armor. He's looking for some kills around the 50. Nobody presenting themselves. There we go. 3 blue players appear at once. Like buses. And now Sunraiser will move up to try and take this 100 position, but Tukra, the projectile game, too strong. Tukra is another one of those players that likes to play 100 armor positions, a bit like Aljas. But the belt goes to Kevlar, basically uncontested. The amp's coming up now. That goes to Deity. Clearly the dedicated amp timer for Team Blue here. But dies to that one shock beam. He only had 45 health. Shox is going to earn himself the amp. He's got stacked team support as well here. No escape for a UTM4. He did deny the 100 though, so good play by him. Was about as good as he could have hoped, given that a belted player and an amped player just wandered into the amp room. Oh, it's into the 100 room rather. And scrappy fights. Red looking way ahead in this game though. Sid is a game where you typically have slightly lower score lines. Can be a bit slower. There's just a bit more stuff in the map to get in the way. And Shox is here on this belt. They've had an iron grip on this belt so far. All of the first 3. And they'll probably get a free kill here still. Yeah, killing spree for Shox. And he's going to help out in this 100 armor. This is good. It's a good offset on the 100 armor. Because it means that you can get the belt and test with it. But actually Shox has walked straight past it. Tukra will probably get this 100. Yep, picks it up. Ooh, big combo from Shox. Just misses being a huge damage. And now Tukra's got a bunch of pressure on him. The amp's actually up. That goes to Sunraiser, the most stacked player on red, so good play by them. Oh, what the? Oh. Speaking of ignoring shock ammo, Sunraiser runs out just before he hits the biggest combo of his life. But that's a killing spree. They have 3 players with over 100 armor and the amp. Very, very dominant by red. Now up 2-1 in terms of score. And I mean, once they get a grip on this 100 armor, then it's pretty much full map lock for them. And that could spell disaster for Deity's squad. Oh, what a mess. Cyborg gets the 100. It's looking like they've woken up and forced Tukra off this position. My predictions may well be in shambles here. Quite a big damage lead for red. Almost 1,000. 6 minutes into the game. Tukra did get that 100 though. Belt's coming up. Sunraiser in position. Shocks as well. Ooh, big combo by Zill. Punches Shocks in the butt as he leaves the belt room. And the amp goes to Sunraiser, so he's been all over that amp as well. It's Sunraiser versus Deity on the amp, seemingly. Oh my god. I think Sunraiser just got nuked by his teammate's combo there and actually bounced him into Deity as he takes out Cyborg with the amp. They need to leave this for Deity. No. UTM4 steals the 100 from the amp carrier. With no gun. And then loses it. What a shame. That is the importance of team comms. If you want an item, if you've got the amp, just shout leave, leave. And then nobody will take any items. Doesn't matter where they are on the map. The UTM4s here, they want this belt. They haven't had one so far, I don't think. No, 0 belts. They are making the play. UTM4, great trap, kills Shocks, who's always on time. Or potential for another one here. As UTM is 1v2, sneaking around with the flak, avoids a huge combo, but moving in, possibly go down here. Shocks pulls out the Enforcer. It's the fight of the century. Oh, he can't catch him. He's got away. What a play by UTM. Oh, and almost a huge ambush as well. This fight has been ridiculous. There he goes. Nearly hits the flak ball. Would have been poetic if they got a mutual frag, but let's focus on the actual game here. Looking like Sunraiser will get himself another amp. Actually, no. Goes to Shocks. UTM, that ding there was UTM4 getting a long-range bio kill, I think. But, ooh. Zill kills the amp carrier. Kevlar's there for team support, but will go down as well. Zill finally gets the amp. He's down to 2 health. And it's now only an 8-point lead. So that 18 frag lead's been pretty much halved. Zill moving in with the amp. Gets another kill. It's down to a 7-point lead. And 200 armors for red, for blue rather. Looking very strong. I'm liking blue's chances of making this into a comeback actually. 6 points. And that's, you know, Sid Castle is one of the maps in the pool that control is really important. There are some maps like Nitro, for example, where you can overpower a team with just your raw aim. Doesn't necessarily matter how many armors you get. But Sid, all about controlling this sniper room and doing as much damage from positions of advantage as possible. As blue get another 100 armor. It's only Shocks with a decent stack, and that's all health vials. Having said that, Shocks is there to pick up the belt. The health vial stack is really strong behind this belt as well. But he can't hit the flak. UTM4 dodging like a madman. Can't avoid the flak balls. But look at Shocks' belt. It's almost gone. Oh, narrowly avoids that bio from UTM. Oh, the bio just coming in from off screen. And Shocks dies to the bio. Oh, ridiculous. And UTM4 gives the trash in chat. What a madman. Anyway, let's follow Zill. He's got that amp. 10 seconds remaining. Oh, probably a kill here onto Kevlar. He goes down. And Zill just walks past the jump boots. Did you not see him? Tukra kills himself with a flak ball. Cyborg probably going down here. The 100 armor is now up. That goes to blue team. And it's now only a 4-point lead. So that 18-point lead has been absolutely crushed by blue through some really solid and methodical play these last few minutes. They have given up another belt to Shox, though. Oh, it's another Shox versus UTM fight. This time, the reloaded edition with armor. But they will back off. And I didn't see who got that 100 armor. Oh, a Cyborg gets a double kill. One of them is his teammate, though. So net 0 on that, as Shox waiting for this amp. He knows it's up soon. He's saving this belt. And these players on blue, they don't really have the guns to contest this. Zil goes down, taking 90 damage from Shox. And Shox gets the amp. Ooh, narrowly avoids that full flak ball. Deity's moving in with a flak, though. This is risky for Shox. He's taken so much damage. That belt is well gone. And he dies to Enforcer, so good flood by blue. Sometimes that's what you got to do to get the amp, but it's actually Cyborg who walks away from this. Last man standing. And it's a 6-point lead for red. So although blue made a great comeback, the closest they got was 3 frags. Stukra likely going down a second time here. Cyborg on a killing spree. I think blue need to regain their composure. They had a great run, but they've just given up control of the 100 armor room, which is the crucial point on the map. Sunraiser shreds Tukra. Tukra's had a rough couple of minutes there, dying to Cyborg a couple times, and now to Sunraiser. Sunraiser's wondering where that huge amount of damage came from. Oh, what a rocket from Deity. Hits Sunraiser between the eyes. And it's looking like he's won that 100 armor for his team. There we go, picks it up. Belt's on its way up, though. Shox goes down to Tukra's flak. So both major armors go to blue, and that's crucial because this amp's coming up. The question is, do they have the time on it? Red have been all over the amp so far. I don't think blue have had one for ages. So that was a perfect opportunity for blue to use this armor advantage. See, Tukra, he knows it's up. And Deity's the one to pick up the amp, so they did know the amp was coming. It's a 4-point lead. This could be the reversal of the scorelines. Deity just needs to find players. We've seen him be passive, but this is definitely a time where he wants to go aggressive. His teammates are so stacked, but nobody's showing themselves. Where are red? All hanging around the shock area. And Deity just took tons of damage, so that's pretty much new to that amp run. It's 2 fragged lead though for red. That is the smallest it's been all game. Deity doesn't want to give up these guns, so he's going to be a bit more passive. But that does mean that the 100 armor goes to red. But it's tie game, 69-69. Or red pull away. Or pull out, should I say. See what I did there? $100 armor. Sunraiser's in position to get it. He actually is pretty stacked anyway. We'll pick up that 100. Very little armor on either team now. 3-point lead for red, so they are building that lead. We've only got 1 minute left this game. So if blue want to make their comeback, then this is the only opportunity they're going to have, and it's this amp run, which is looking like red are in position to take it. Sunraiser will pick that up. He's consistently got amps this game, and he's always had a bit of stack behind it. And that might be the difference maker. 1-point lead for his team. Oh, scuffs the shot. Not happy about that one. And he's going for the 100. This is his opportunity to put this game to bed. Oh, he's fluffing the rockets up, though. Tukra survives that somehow. There we go. Double kill for Sunraiser. As Tukra got killed by a teammate off screen. And it's a 4-point lead with 40 seconds left. Now it's blue that have all to prove. It's Zil on a killing spree. Down to 20 health. It's a 2-point game. Zil going in aggressive but dies to Link. And blue are in that horrible position where they've got low health but they have to push. It's a 2-point game still. But no one on red is particularly low. Oh, what a unfortunate position to be in. Zil walks into Shocks, who full flaks him, and that might have sealed the game's fate. Yep, looking like another close one. Very, very close between these two teams. I stand by my prediction. Very close between these two teams rather. Interestingly, Red pretty much held the lead in both maps the whole time, but it was still super, super close. And a great comeback from Blue around the middle of map 2. There we go. I'm back. I think I have a replay to show you. Look. This is just an amp run from earlier on the Spacer game. Might be a headshot. There we go. The headshot from Zil, I think. Can't see, it's too small on my screen. Anyway, that's all I have to show you guys today. I was hoping to get 3 games in, but the first game got rescheduled, so I'll bring you that another time, I'm sure. Yeah, it's been fun. Goodbye. Oh, it's awkward. There we go. I have to open my... I don't have a keybind for my ending scene, so I have to open OBS. Bye.